Hey everybody, I've been relaxing today because it was a rainy day. I didn't even go out today. You can see out the bay window there's some clouds. Looks all icky. Yeah. And today, let's see. Today we're going to be joined by Rosie the Chihuahua. You guys already know her. And that's Clyde. Say hi, Clyde. Hi, Clyde. Okay. Rosie and Clyde are making friends today. So, today I thought I'd share with you guys a story about how I almost uncovered a conspiracy, but then it turned out to not be one. But it's also a story about, I guess, cultural awareness. Many of you know that in my free time I like to go around doing things like registering people to vote, and also I give out Lifeline cell phones. These are phones that, some of you here know them as Obama phones, but they're really, it's a program that goes all the way back to Reagan with landline phones, and Bush Jr. signed some laws, and Obama signed some laws, and now people are getting free cell phones with like 250 minutes a month. All you have to do is be on some government assistance. And this week, I passed out this many phones. These are the blanks from the SIM card. Those of you who know what a SIM card looks like, it fits in that hole right there. And all of these, see, I collect scalps because I like to know how much good I'm doing in the world. One day I'm going to make a necklace out of all my scalps. I don't know how it's going to work. It might turn out to be like a plastic chainmail armor thing, but it'll let people know just how much good I've done in the world. So, it's a weird effect. Mm-hmm. 2 days ago, I was at an apartment complex. Why? Because that apartment complex was Section 8 housing. And what does that have to do with the Lifeline phone? Well, that's one of the government programs that you can use to qualify for the phone. So I figured, shooting fish in a barrel, So I go to the complex and I set up. And everything was going great until about the middle of the day. I had, by that time, I think 12 phones passed out. And around that time, I realized that there was a pattern that I was seeing. Shh. And this pattern was, it was stranger than the girl whose name was AU. Like AYOU. That happened. I was like, whenever anyone says AU, everyone's head's gonna turn around. So nobody name your kid AU, okay? Also, on the same day, I gave a phone to a guy whose first name was Dung. D-U-N-G, Dung. So I'm like, these are crazy names. Where are all these people coming from around the world where they think these are names that are, acceptable for human beings? And I realize that there are, jokes about Chinese food names like Lo Hung Man and Cream of Some Young Guy and all that, but these were real. This guy's real name was Dung. And I'm not going to say what the rest of his name was, but it was not anything better than anything that you're thinking. It made it worse. But I can't doc drop people on a YouTube video. But yeah, around noon, I noticed a pattern. And the pattern was a whole bunch of these people who were applying for cell phones shared the same birthday. And it was a very strange birthday. They had birthdays on the first of the year. And I was like, how many people can possibly be born on New Year's Day and apply for a cell phone with me just setting up a stand outside of an apartment complex? How many people could possibly have a birthday on January 1st when I've only given out 12 phones so far and 6 of them have a January 1st birthday? That is very improbable. You know? The probability of that happening 6 times out of 12 is just, I didn't even want to do the math. Right? Then I started to think, well, all of these people with these ID cards that say January 1st, they spoke very broken English. English was not their first language. And that the women that were among them were wearing headscarves, religious headscarves. I don't know exactly what denomination they were of Islam, but they were Muslim. That I asked them later. But they weren't all from the same country either. So I wasn't seeing the connection between them right away. They didn't look like they were the same ethnicity of people. There was no common thing among the women that were wearing the headscarves that would really connect them. And so the next lady that came up and she had a birthday that was January 1st, I said, that is really weird, because didn't I just give a phone to your mom and she has a birthday on January 1st? What's the chances that you also have a birthday on January 1st? And this is what I learned. It was not some conspiracy where I had just uncovered a fake ID ring. What I learned was they didn't know their birthdays. When they came through immigration as refugees, they did not know what their birthday was. And this Section 8 low-income housing property that I was at had a high concentration of refugees from other countries. So some of them came from countries that were predominantly Muslim. And so when I saw a very dark-skinned woman from Somalia and then another woman from a different country, she looked Persian, they were wearing headscarves, but they were completely different languages, completely different accents to them. They held themselves completely differently. But the common denominator was they were from Muslim countries where birthdays are not an important thing. They don't celebrate birthdays. They don't remember when their birthday was. They don't write it down and say, you were born on this calendar day. They don't even really use calendars the way that we do. So that's why they all had a January 1st birthday. It's because when they came into the country as refugees, they were assigned a January 1st birthday, and a guesstimate as to what their age was used to determine which year they put for them. So you don't even really know how many years old they really are. It was bizarre, but it was a lesson in cultural sensitivity for me, because I was about to drop a dime to the FBI. I was like, this is crazy. There's no possible way this can be true that all of these people were born on New Year's Day. Well, hope you all enjoyed my fun story. Take care.